All right, what's up? What's happening? What is happening? What's up? I just got blocked on Instagram, I guess, for going live. So I don't know what's going on there. Um, but I hope you guys and girls are having a wonderful Monday. I'm just gonna try to set this up. Then we get the ball rolling. It says posts from your account have recently removed. Okay, all right, okay. They want to do what they want to do. That's fine. But we're now you get to still see me, hear me, learn from me, and of course I get to learn from you and experience you guys and girls without this interruption here. But forgive me, give me a couple seconds as I try to sort this out. You know what I mean? And I'll give it maybe 30 seconds, and then after the 30 seconds, I'll just move forward. All right. So let's see what the issue is over here. Let's see what the issue is over here. All right. So I got notifications for that. Okay, this is silly. This is weird. Okay, I will try one more time, and then I'm gonna let everybody know on Instagram to go to my YouTube because this is ridiculous, or my Facebook. But I think everyone's gonna be more likely to go on YouTube. Again, I do apologize for this delay. See, this will roll. I doubt it. I really do doubt it. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna screenshot that and let them know where I'm at. Let them find me, and then we're gonna move forward. All right. All right, people. Good morning. What's up? Or happy Monday, whatever you want to call it. I won't be able to go live on Instagram today for whatever reason, community violations. I don't know or really care. But hit up my YouTube if you want to see my live stream right now. We're streaming right now. That's MATT space BUTALE. Just click the link over here, and I'll see you there in a couple of seconds. We're gonna roll for like 15 minutes, and today we're talking about why I can and you can't. All right, it's a mindset thing. All right, so click that link, hit me up, and let's sit and chat on this live today. Peace. Then I'm going to get the link for this live stream and then put it up there. Where what? This is 2 minutes of wasted time. I fucking apologize. Oh, shoot. Okay. We are almost there. Boom. Just get this link add on to load. Should be no problem at all. See, it's a handy thing. All right, that's it. Okay, cool. Okay, that won't work. No. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Anyway, let's dive into it, people. Today we're going to talk about why I can and you can't. And what are we talking about today? It's mainly mindset. Okay. It's mainly like today's going to be okay. We know Mondays are rough for most people. We know Mondays are like kind of the most detestable day of the week. Like that's just like a common thing in Western culture. It's like fuck Mondays, right? I get it. I understand. You just come from the weekend, you were relaxing, you were enjoying yourself, and now it's like, okay, well, time to work, or at least no more relaxing, not as much relaxing as you were doing in the weekend. So what I'm talking about here today with you guys and girls is the reason why I can't, and I've been really been that you want to be consistent with, that you really want to make a true effort towards, and why I can. And again, not to pick fun or laugh at anybody or say that you're like incapable or that I'm perfect because I'm fucking not perfect. But I'm here to tell you what I do or what changed, what allowed me to shift my mindset from not being able to stay consistent, not being able to, in a sense, sacrifice what I need to sacrifice to get something done. And why you may struggle with it because I did come from that sort of position. I did come from that. Um, as I said, I'm not perfect, right? So like all those five things, and hopefully that one of those things can stand out to you and help you really make that difference, or at least really make that commitment, that internal commitment to do what you have to do in order to get to where you need to be. All right. So, without wasting any of your time, although we already wasted 3 minutes, we're going to talk about the first thing that I want to bring up. Okay. And this is something that I did see as a quote, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. Not sure who quoted it. It was just one of those Instagram posts that I don't think they had a quote on it, but I saw it and I decided that I wanted to use it. I posted it on my story actually recently, and it says to be better than anyone or something along the lines. Forgive me if I'm like messing this one up. I'm paraphrasing. It says to be better than anyone, you have to be one thing that they aren't, and that thing is consistent, not better in terms of like with more skill, not essentially even harder working, unless you count that as consistency, not more gifted, not blessed with the opportunity. Like the difference between the people that are good, great, and excellent, the reason why we are in the position that we're in is because of our level of dedication, which is evident through our consistency. Okay, and when I say this, I'm speaking mainly about bodybuilding, as I can relate that, you know, just like I can really relate that to this, right? So the consistency of showing up in the gym when I don't fucking want to, regardless, no ifs, ands, or buts, just knowing that because I'm here and my opponents, actually listened to that excuse they told themselves. They stayed home. They decided to whatever it was, skip a meal. They decided to skip their cardio. They decided to skip that one gym visit, which in the grand scheme of things, here, guys and girls, is this is not about you feeling like like you're crap or like you're like not able to do anything, that you're not capable of doing anything. Like that's not what like that erase that from your mind. I want to let you know how realistic, like in a really realistic way, how you can actually see yourself going through, being a more consistent person in whatever it is that you're doing by me explaining these 5 things today that I thought of when this topic came to my mind, because I used to struggle with consistency a lot, like a lot, right? Like I would be great for bodybuilding, you know what I'm saying? Like excellent. I would show up all the time, you know what I mean? And if I didn't show up on time, I would make time later to show up. Like it was again just to not miss, right? Even if I was giving 70% out of 100, just to go in and not miss, to be consistent and train myself to do one thing every day. That's what it was. And that's pretty much the base of this, which we'll get into later on, doing one thing every single day. Okay. The second thing, outside of the first thing, which I talked about, which is to be better than anyone, you've got to be one thing that they aren't, which is consistent. We're going to talk about why people actually aren't consistent. Okay. And this is something that I personally myself, I told myself this, and it was the perfectionist excuse. And it's bullshit. And I know that you in your heart, you believe up and down on the cross, you swear that you are a perfectionist, that you actually like you can't do anything unless it's perfect. And I mean, like, just sit there and think, when was the last time you've ever done anything perfect, like ever in your life, that you can remember even? Nothing is perfect, and we all know that. And that's the part of the illusion. And to strive towards, any type of perfection, I mean, to strive towards it is one thing, but to believe that it's possible to acquire or to achieve is just it becomes like so counterproductive to the point where you freeze and you don't get anything done because you just feel like it's not going to be perfect before you even make the attempt, right? And that's not what you want, because that sort of mental block is what's going to those are the obstacles that are going to get into your streak of consistency and really make you justify your lack of consistency. Oh well, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be my best work, it's not going to be you know groundbreaking, outstanding work or anything. So I'm just gonna like, not do, and that's the most ironic thing, because now you're not gonna do anything about it. Not even to do half of the work, or like now you're like, it's not gonna be perfect. Fuck it, not doing it at all. And that's not conducive towards even being consistent. And I don't want to say it's not conducive towards being successful, because definitely you need a critical mind to assess things and know your best work from your worst work. But if that's like an obstacle that deters you from moving forward, if it's an obstacle that like literally prevents you from actually being to do the work, like to be consistent, then you're fucking yourself. And that perfectionist sort of ideology or mindset is one of the number one things that's fucking holding you back. And it's one of the number of reasons why I can do something and you can't do something. I can do bodybuilding. Although I know when I look in the mirror, it's like I gotta improve this, I gotta improve that. And I know when I go in, it's not my best session every session, but I'm showing up for the session. That's what fucking matters, right? And like getting rid of perfectionism for me, or the perfectionist excuse, is understanding that, like, yes, I am striving for the best, and I mean, for the lack of a better term, the most perfect evolved form of my physique. Okay. And that's what I go into the gym for as a bodybuilder. But I do understand that that is an illusion, and that's like a hamster on a wheel. I'm chasing something I may actually never get to, right? But that's how it benefits you in a motivational standpoint, right? In an aspirational standpoint, it can inspire you to like push the next level for new limits, right? But it can also be the obstacle that holds you back from fucking trying in the first place. So I want you guys and girls to completely ditch that perfectionist mindset slash excuse. It has to be perfect for me to start. It has to be perfect for me to submit it. It has to be perfect for me to continue being consistent with it. It won't get you anywhere. Even if you are already consistent, just having that perfectionist mindset is just going to produce more obstacles for you and make you spend more energy doing the same thing. More mental energy, that is. All right. So that's the second thing I wanted to bring out. The first thing was, again, to be better than anyone in your circle, you have to be one thing that they aren't, which is consistent. The second thing is eradicate the perfectionist excuse. Perfection doesn't exist, it's an illusion. And if you use it as an illusion or a mirage, we'll say, which is a good analogy, a mirage to motivate yourself, to inspire yourself to achieve something that you haven't achieved before. Like, for example, for me, a perfect bodybuilding physique, it can help, but also it can create those same obstacles as well. So be careful with that. All right. So the third thing I want to talk about today with you guys and girls is, and this one is huge for everybody across the board, because I believe that this one kills more dreams than the perfectionist mindset. This one is something I know you actually are doing right now in some way, shape, or form in your life. I'm so confident to say that because I just know, because I've done this myself too, right? And I'm not perfect. And I know that you know what exactly I'm about to talk about is something that you're either doing right now, or you did last week, or you're gonna. And this is just, let me just hear you out. Most simply because they do not, situation is a situation they can start in. Like, they're like, okay, well, in order for me to start, this has to be going right. That has to be going right. It has to be this time, that every single day, and my kids are gonna have to be at this. It's like, quit. And it ties into the second thing of the perfectionist excuse. Quit waiting for everything to be ideal. Quit like fucking molding out things you cannot control. Saying, okay, for 60 days straight, if I'm gonna, for example, if I'm gonna do the 60-day training routine or something to burn 5-10 pounds of fat, for those 60 days, my kids better not interrupt me. I better have the most time on my hands. My husband or wife better be there to help me, and whatever, it has to be just the perfect scenario, the ideal situation. My advice to you guys and girls that think like that wait for the perfect moment ahead, there's never, like, that time is not gonna fucking happen. Just like the perfect body, the perfect time doesn't exist. I'm gonna repeat that. Just like the perfect body, the perfect time to start does not fucking exist. It doesn't. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to use what you have, the tools that you have, to get yourself ahead, the resources that you've got to propel yourself forward, because you can't wait on nothing, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're waiting on something you can't control, something you have no idea when it'll when it'll come to, like, that's another obstacle that you just created for yourself for no freaking reason. Okay, it'll never be the ideal situation. Stop banking on that. Okay, the fourth thing I want to bring up to you guys and girls is that 1% is literally the best thing you can actually probably strive towards in terms of improvement, in terms of progress. If we're going to go as far as 1%, hear me out. Things compound. And this is actually going to tie into the last point that I'm going to bring up, but things compound. 1% seems like nothing. For most people, it's insignificant. The number one in terms of like to measure as a unit, it's like it's small. Like, it's what